Welcome to Broken and Smoking.
Here we are in another year, still trying to get the distributor out. I guess it's time to use backup force. Hey, we got it out now. Along with half of it going down the motor. Oh look, there's the ex-wife's Yorkie poo. And you can tell that it ain't by the way that it, ain't. We'll take this hickey maker and try to suck up some that's falling down. I mean, how does people do this while it's in a vehicle? I have never in my life seen anything so stubborn. Man, I can sell this sucker on eBay now. Even got the part number on it. Go ahead and take this fan out, get it out of the way. I need a milk crate. All right, so I went ahead, I tightened up the alternator belt for something I'm going to try here in a second. Went ahead and removed the fan, and be sure to put washers back where you take that fan off so it don't bottom out that. But we're not using it, so it don't matter. But anyways, took those belts off. I don't want to get a finger in there. So that's where we're at right now. Looks pretty good to be that old, setting up that long. I don't even think I'm gonna clean them. I just made this little handy dandy holder to show y'all what these look like in what cylinders. I'm actually kind of impressed. We're gonna break out the good stuff and give it the best possible hold that we can. Since it's been setting up for so long, believe we got some stuck valves. As bad as I didn't want to do this, I'm fixing to take the covers off, valve covers off, and make sure the valves ain't sticking. Just took the old valve covers off, or tappet pan. What do y'all call them? Let me know. To see if any valves are stuck. Anything obvious that I'm looking for. Don't really see nothing off hand, so we'll take the old hammer. That sounds weird. So we'll rotate the engine on that in a second. There's one. So here. And here. I'm gonna work them free and be back. Well, I went ahead and tightened up them valve covers until my battery died on my impact. That was probably tight enough. Tech tip that somebody learned me a long time ago. If you ever need to know which side is number one on, you look at it from the side and you can tell which side of the engine sticking out furthest. On this particular Ford, of course, it's going to be on this side. One, because if you look, you can tell from the intake runners. This one comes way out here, it's in front of this one. And the reason that is because this one is about yay much ahead of that side because of the way it's lined up on the crankshaft, connecting rods and whatnot. Now, as in firing orders, you can usually scrape off enough to tell what is what. Like right here, it says number one. Make that out. Next one should say number two. Right there. 3. Right there. And of course, number 4 over here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this I think is number 5. Yeah, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Now all we have to do is finish beating this distributor out, put the new one in, and look up the firing order. Now that we know where the numbers are. Now I'm going to install the distributor. No spark plugs, but it is turning over. So with that being said, I'm gonna put my finger over the spark plug hole, you know, do it on compression stroke, blah, 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 blah. Find top dead center. If I can get my giant paws down in here. Did y'all hear that? Right there. So we're gonna back her up. Look for it on the crankshaft. Timing marks. Then we'll just rotate her over till that should be top dead center. So now we're going to remove the cap. And see if we can line all this mess up. Well, we're pointed to something. Let's see where we're at on the cap. You say, I know nothing about these. I'm figuring it out just like you are. I'm gonna say that's a no way. That's right. But maybe it is. Oh. I mean, it's gotta be. I'm looking at the darn thing. I don't know about all that. Yeah, I think that's more gooder right there. I think that's a lot more gooder. Got some adjustment here. Well, said I did. Looks like it's gonna rub that water neck a little bit, but we got some movement. Now what? Trial and error. We're just gonna remove the water neck. It ain't like we're putting water in it right now. Ooh. Well, I say there's been mice in this here engine. Now we got so much more room for activities. Well, we got a hex looking deal that goes down into a hex looking deal. Well, there we go. Now I'm going to mark the cap. I'm just marking this little stop here where it lines up right there. I think we'll mark this one as number 1. That should be pretty darn close. I don't know what these are for because that other one sure didn't go nowhere. But I guess we'll put it back. So here's the world's most cheapest spark plug wires. Don't need that no more. So there's 2 coil wires. Huh. Anyways. I got the firing order looked up. Motorcraft power. So I took an old plug and stuck in there. I'm gonna ground it. And I wanna verify that we got some 4th of July's happening. Y'all see it? So there's that. Welcome back to Broken and Smoking, old boys and girls. We had Old Man Winter knocking on our doors and we had to get some stuff accomplished. Surprise! Look what I've got waiting for you this morning. Come fight me some more. Do a Ford, it'll be fun, they said. Yeah. It'll be fun when I throw this sucker off in the river. Well, to carry on with all this Ford mayhem dilemma, we got this. Yeah. No problems here, is it? There's a better view. Perfect. Got y'all up here on my temporary permanent workbench. Gonna show y'all the difference between a good flex plate and a bad. As you can see, nothing there to engage the starter compared to the new one in the back. So looks like somebody just literally took a grinder to it. Well, I just got through spending probably $10 cleaning up the mess this thing pooped out. Man, we're gonna have to scoop that up and put it in a litter box. We gotta save on that. So I got this flywheel swapped out, and apparently the bolt patterns are not equally spaced. Didn't know that. And if you look on the old one here, where's it at? Right there. See that little bitty notch? Apparently that means something, because the new one had that in there too. Don't know what though. I just rotated it around till it lined up and put the whole impact on it, torqued it down to about 10 ooga doogas. Now I'm about to put the transmission back on. Well, guys, here it is. I left it hanging on the stand so I could actually work on it without crawling around in all this oil and oil dry. So here we are, going to give it the first attempt. Mixed it up with some old lawnmower oil. Be all right. You're replaying it. Let's see. Now turn the key on. Well, it hit off just like that. I am very surprised. I wonder if that goes down to the bolts. I'm gonna check my firing order one more time, make sure. Now I'm out of gas. Imagine that. Well, folks, she's running. I believe she's running out of the fuel out of the bowls, so every time I spray the good stuff to it, it'll crank off until it blah, 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 you know the routine. And another thing I'm gonna point out, it's like 20 degrees here. Shop doors are closed. See how smoky it is? This thing's been setting up over 20 years and hardly any smoke. And to be honest, it's probably the oil that I'm putting the gas and all the air oil, put down the cylinders, oiling everything up, rotating it around. I'm happy. It'll have to make a decent little motor to move this thing around. See my workbench? To move that around so I can get my shop space back opened up. But I do have some ideas. I don't know. What y'all tell me? What's that over? It's peeking. Peepa! Well, guys, there we have it. We have officially, with very many challenges, don't get me wrong, but we got her hanging here off this chain. The transmission is hooked up, but the torque converter is out of it, so it don't pump the transmission dry. HEI, and it does run outside of a vehicle. You know, you always got people that tells you, you can't do this, you can't do that. The way I grew up, didn't have no other choice. is either fix it, do without, or find another means. Just like this shop here. I mean, not a very good view, but we'll just do a little spin around. Ooh, I'm a little dizzy now. I built this by myself. Tell my girls all the time, don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something. It's all right here. Once you put this to it, you can do anything. That's for anybody. The only help I had is my cousin helped me put the metal on the roof, and I had 4 friends help me stand up these sidewalls. That's all I had. That's all I wanted. Yeah, I could have got help. People said I couldn't do it. I did it. Same way as this. People say you can't do it. Okay. Why? Figure it out. So the point of this video is, don't ever let anyone tell you you're not good enough or you can't do something. So get out there, find you something, be involved with the kids, and have a good time. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please like, subscribe, share. My girls really enjoyed it. Thank you.